A young lady starts her new job at a new company, while early on it seems an entirely dream company. News her new life, but quickly the company turns out to be dangerous and abusive place. Then suddenly employees are now all trapped in a company headquarters while being hunted by vengeful ghost of Kiriko. Can our heroine survive? Hello my friends, my name is Melnibonean Menschklavier and I welcome you to my review of Kiriko Killed by Honda Shingo, which is the sequel to the manga that I last reviewed. As I said, the story is about a young lady who starts her day at work for a big company and meeting the male protagonist. I read meeting as in capitalized in- implications, don't worry about it, and performing a goofy ritual that the company makes. She then meets also cannibalistic her co-workers who initially seem to be nice people. However, over the course of several pages, we see them show their true colors as she gets bullied by most of them, and a few instances of essay happen. And she cannot bring herself to address this doing to her boss, but considering it later happens that the boss is exposed as a part of the Yakuza, it may not have been helpful at all. Suddenly, one of her abusers is found dead, and it becomes clear that the workers cannot leave the building. And they start being hunted by Kiriko, who goes from being an abused bullying victim to some calming dispenser or something. So the second part of Kiriko starts. This is an manga running in Manga Goraku between August and September. The first Kiriko, it was written by Shinda Hondo, so this not change unlike the magazine. Is the female protagonist, and she is not that good. She is just this empathy-wrenching victim. This is not inherently wrong, but it needs more depth than that, otherwise it is just not. But she is not that bad. Does it say bad? It should have said bad. The male protagonist, on the other hand, is the more assertive one, but is still kinda bland. He's the heroic one in this story, which is kinda boring, but not a bad character. He's okay. The company leader, initially shown as cool, affable leader, but gradually shown to be an incompetent buffoon and eventually a Yakuza goon, who is using the company in potentially unethical ways. He's notable for being relatively non-stereotypical gay man in manga, but he has few stereotypical traits like being buff and big, and his attraction to a colleague resulting in their being uncomfortable are not that good, but he is a character, not a caricature, so it still counts. Like in Kiriko, the art is very good and works really well to build suspense and dread. Sure, some characters have really weird facial expressions, but that is not that much of a problem. Warning spoilers. If you do not want to get spoiled, go to the timestamp in at the screen right now. After the Yakuza president kills Mogi, thousands of little Kiriko erupt from the man's body. The boss locks himself in office inefficiently, I might say, and while being overrun with little Kirikos, he pulls gun in his mouth while blaming his employees. And why a female protagonist and male one go together with a security guard? However, when male points some disparities with the security man, he turns out to be Ryosuke, now using Kiriko to purge evil from Japan. He then throws a gun onto the protagonist, telling them to kill one of them so the other may live. The female offers herself, but Toma grabs the gun and threatens Ryosuke, forcing him to jump together with him to his death, which causes Kiriko to grow gigantic and try to save them. Ryosuke is pleased with that, so he lets them both live. The man then swears to kill Ryosuke. We then cut months later with Ryosuke attacking the diabetic of Japan with Kiriko. Is Kiriko, from the focal point of previous manga, will have more than just the attack dog for Ryosuke. An interesting thing about this manga is that usually it is discussed a bit. It is not something particularly deep, but the fact that the unknowing workers are treated the same as knowing President while also leads him to the Virtuous Crusader is interesting. Overall, I think that it is a bit more cheesier affair than the more hunting first one, but it's still a solid horror manga and it still gets a 6 from me.